Hey guys, I'm back for another video to continue the Bollywood Burglary by Geronimo Stilton read aloud. Today we'll continue from chapter 9 and we'll read till chapter 12. Let's start. Chapter 9 Mr. Stilton's Dreadful Day. Priya Moshi, the costume designer, brought me my costume, a silk tunic, a pair of bright green pants, and a marvelous turban with a jewel. Once I was dressed, the makeup artist came to put on my makeup. After she was finished, she led me into a big room with wooden floors. Waiting for me there was my dance teacher, Siddhi Retail. Mrs. Retail was an elderly rodent with snow white fur gathered into a tight bun. She wore a pink sari and held a wooden stick in her paw. She had a very severe expression on her snout. She said, "Mr. Stilton, my name is Siddhi, which means perfection, and I expect you to learn how to dance perfectly." Then she rapped me on the tail with the stick. Clonk. "Now, for your first dance lesson, Mr. Stilton. 1, 2, 3. What are you doing? Are you sleepwalking? Mr. Stilton, you are not as graceful as a goat." "Mrs. Retail, I must warn you, I'm truly a lost cause," I told her. "I can't dance. My Aunt Sweetfur always says I was born with 2 left paws." Mrs. Tail didn't listen. She just clonked me on the tail again. She said, "Young mouse, I've been teaching for the last 50 years. There's no such thing as a lost cause. Come on, hop to it. 1, 2, 3. Every time I messed up a step, she whacked me on the tail. Clonk. "Yee! Ouch!" I yelled. After hours and hours of useless practice, Mrs. Retail gave up. She broke her wooden stick over her knee in frustration. "You're right, Mr. Stilton. You're truly a lost cause. I give up. It's impossible to teach you to dance." Everyone on the set, from the director to the costume designer to the lighting designer, was horrified. "Are you sure? He can't be taught how to dance," the director gasped. Mrs. Retail shook her snout. She said, "I tried all day, but he is a lost cause. He can't learn, and if I can't teach him, I don't know who can." "Oh, so what can I do? Can I go home?" I said hopefully. "Can I pack my bags? Should I book my plane ticket?" Chapter 10 Ratna the Ravishing. That's when I heard a sweet voice squeak. "Don't worry, Geronimo. I'll teach you to dance. It's me, your old friend Ratna." I turned and saw a stunning mouselet. Her soft fur was a delicate hazelnut color. Her eyes were as green as emeralds, and her lips were the color of coral. Her long hair reached to her waist like a curtain of shiny silk. She wore an embroidered golden sari and a sparkly diadem on her forehead. "Ratna, it's really you?" I said. She glided toward me with the graceful motions of a born dancer. "Geronimo, my dear friend, thank you for coming to my aid." Then she turned to Hercule. "Thank you, darling Hercule. It's so lovely having you here with me. I feel safe, knowing my 2 oldest friends are looking out for me." Ratna put her paw on my shoulder. "Just follow me, Geronimo. That's all you have to do. I'll teach you to dance," she squeaked softly. Musicians began to play on the sitar, a traditional Indian stringed instrument. The gentleness of the melody washed over me. Ratna sang along sweetly. Soon I was completely relaxed. I followed Ratna's lead, imitating her movements, first slowly and then more swiftly. And that's how I learned to dance. Before long, I felt as if my paws were flying across the floor. The director and the cast and crew all clapped. "Bravo, Geronimo, do it again." Next, Ratna taught me to sing in Hindi. When I followed her sweet and melodic squeak, the words of that unfamiliar language became easier to pronounce. Over the next few days, Ratna helped me discover many things about India. The more I got to know India, the more I liked it. Hercule grinned gleefully. "See, Jerrykins, what did I tell you? I knew you'd enjoy your trip to India. It's positively banana-rific." Chapter 11 A Trip Through India. After a few days of rehearsal, the entire crew left to start shooting the movie. The director, Dev, gave me a map of all the places we'd visit. First, we had to go to Sundarbans National Park in West Bengal. Then, we had to head to the jungle. My character had to explore until I found a tiger. A tiger? Thundering cat tails! Next, I had to dive into the Ganges in Varanasi and swim in that enormous raging river. I hoped I'd be brave enough to do it. After that, I had to ride a horse to Jaipur. Gulp. Did they expect to me gallop? A chill went down my tail. I have a horrible history of motion sickness. Finally, I had to go to the Taj Mahal in Agra and declare my love to Ratna. I chewed my whiskers nervously. Would I be able to play the part of a lovesick rodent? You see, I'm a very shy mouse. When we got to the jungle, I tried to hide in my trailer, but Hercule gave me a push. Quite on the set, the director shouted, "Action! Mr. Stilton, please come in from the jungle looking courageous, bold, daring, and smile as if you don't know that this is a dangerous place, famous for its wild tigers." Oh, Mr. Stilton, wouldn't it be mouse-tastic if a big hungry tiger jumped out of the jungle? The assistant director squealed. If we are lucky, you'll run into one, Mr. Stilton. Just to double check, you have written your will, right? My will? Squeak! I almost passed out from fright. You see, I'm a total scaredy rat. I tried to sneak away, but Hercule grabbed me by the tail. No, Jerkins, don't make me look like a cheese face. Go on, take a little stroll in the jungle, and maybe you'll run into a teensy little tiger. That's when I heard a growl. Grrr. It almost sounded like, no, actually, in fact, there was absolutely no doubt about it. It was the roar of a tiger. There was a real tiger right on my tail. I began to run as fast as my paws could carry me. For a moment, I slowed down as I thought about how happy the assistant director must be. Then I began scampering my tail off again. As I scurried away, a little monkey threw a banana at my snout. Boink! But an angry monkey was the least of my problems. My tail twitching with terror, I finally reached my trailer and locked myself in. The assistant director knocked at the door. "Mr. Stilton, we have to reshoot that entire scene. We were so excited about the tiger, we forgot to turn on the movie camera. So we need to take it from the top, from the moment the tiger begins chasing you. Are you ready, Mr. Stilton?" Chapter 12. What happened to my bananas? When we finished filming the scene with the tiger, I went back to my trailer and found my door wide open. Who had opened it? Someone had climbed on top of the trailer and left strange paw prints all over the roof. Whoever it was, it stole the fake rings I kept in my jewelry case and devoured all of Hercule's bananas. How strange. If I find the thief who ate my bananas, I'll make mouse meat of him. Hercule shrieked. You play with the rat, you get the tail. Then we discovered that objects had disappeared from the other actors' trailers, too. Especially objects that were sparkly. Fruit and treats were also missing. And wherever there was a theft, we found the same strange paw prints, not just on the floor and furniture, but also on the roof. I hate to say it, but there's a thief on the loose. I squeaked. Rats. Well, the important thing is that the fur face didn't steal the heart of fire, said Hercule. Just to be on the safe side, we doubled the surveillance on Ratna and her Ruby. Anytime she went anywhere, we went with her. We were determined to protect her. The next morning, we left for Varanasi at dawn. From there, we continued on to Jaipur and then to Agra. When the time came to shoot the final scene, where the prince declares his love in front of the Taj Mahal, I was very nervous. I knelt before Ratna and squeaked, "Princess of Rajasthan, will you marry me?" "Yes, O Prince of Mysore, I will," she whispered. The orchestra swelled and all the dancers began to dance. This was a spectacular grand finale and the end of the movie shoot. How did I do? I asked anxiously. The cast and crew applauded. You were amazing, Mr. Stilton. Bravo. I went back to my trailer to take off my makeup and turban. Hercule followed me. Ratna joined us in the trailer a few minutes later. You have been fabulous, my friends, she cried. Because of you, I have felt so safe and secure these past few weeks. And thanks to you, no one has stolen the Heart of Fire. I smiled. We are so happy we could help you, Ratna. Hercule nodded. Would you like a banana? No thanks, Hercule, but I would like to ask you one last favor, she continued. My fiancé and I have set our wedding date and it's to take place in Mumbai in a few days. Since you are my oldest and dearest friends, I would love for you to be guest of honor at the wedding. We accepted that happily and then we packed our bags for Mumbai, the famous movie capital of India. Friends, this much for today only. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to my channel for the more updates and please hit the like button if you like this video.